Well, it's been a while since I've had the old Indesit in pieces. Still rocking this old beast, the washer dryer that I've cleaned multiple times now. Whee! There goes my phone. So a few weeks back started noticing a bit of a burning smell when I put it on, and then yesterday put it on and it was overpowering, like burnt electrical cigarette smell. Anyway, pulled it out, lovely hole, and was confronted by this nice melted connector block, nice melted wiring. That's just a mains noise filter. So it looks, there's a screw on the back of it here which I've already taken out, and it looks as if I've not, it's sod's law to have it. I'm currently in the process of readying to move, so you know, I've had to go and actually back to where I've got my stuff in storage so I can go get a few basic tools to take this thing apart. That's just sod's law, isn't it? So it looks as though there's like a cutout here, so I'm guessing this, oh, there we go, it flips up and then it comes out. Obviously I've unplugged it first. Oh yeah, look at that. At a guess, one of these caps has probably had a pissy fit and shorted or something, or is in the process of shorting. Either if there's a metal oxide varistor in there, it's probably shorting, or it could just be this connector's shit and has been overheating. And saying that, I don't think it'd be the filter actually, because it's on the output side. So yeah, I think it's just a shite connector. So see what I can do with that basically. Well, I got it off. Oh yeah, is that crusty? Yes. Hard to say what happened. Guess the connection went a little bit crusty in the second that happened. It then just sort of got worse from there, but this is completely destroyed. There's no, this connector block is beyond repair. So the most logical thing to do here is I'm going to solder the, well, I've got two options. I can either cut these wires and solder them like where the mains comes in. There's a nice little bit of easily used on this common mode suppression choke where it goes off where the mains comes into it. There's like two nice tabs I could solder straight onto, but then of course there's no noise filtering. But on the output of it, there's a bit of bare wire where it goes. So there's common mode suppression choke, common mode cap, and then differential mode caps with their two joined in leads going off to the earth. So yeah, these leads here look like a good place to solder onto. It just means this is then becomes permanent. There's no way to unplug it. But yeah, there's no salvaging this. It's a cut and solder job. It's the only option. So simple enough one. So yes, if your Indesit is smelling burny, it's a possibility it might be this connector. Not too bad, luckily enough. Everything else in here, looking, there's the main board is down here. A visual inspection. There's nothing appears to be crusty on there. Thankfully. Belt's looking in pretty good nick still. So whilst I've got it, dry sections nicely blocked, so whilst I've got the thing apart, I should be working on that as well. But yeah, there's always something, isn't there? Well, of course, as I was in here and this was in need of a clean, I've done the usual, like I've shown in my other two videos I made. Stripped all this off, I took it out from down there. Oh, there goes something. Clean all that out, and then the final thing to do was this. So there's enough wire to feed through the back here and up, makes it a little easier to work on. The easiest place to have attached the wires would have been like on both spades there and there. That's where the mains comes in. Ideally you want it after the transformer so it's getting the noise filtering. So where those capacitors go, you did actually film that, I don't know. But yeah, there and there's where I was on about, where the mains comes in. But yeah, you want it after this transformer. So As you can see, there's where these capacitors all tied together and actually goes onto this bus bar, which is what eventually goes up to the burned out connector. I'll just directly solder that wires onto there and onto there. Not the best because it's a bit of an awkward one to get to, but it's well soldered. Trust me, it looks better in real life than it's looking on the camera. The camera's making it look a bit like a dry solder joint, but it isn't. It's just there's a couple of wires right near the surface that the solder hasn't fully wicked into, but it's a nice well wetted joint and it's secure. And yeah, put it back together. It's ready hopefully for many more years of service.